I want to take a few minutes today to talk about beliefs. Unless you've done personal development work in the past, you probably don't think about your beliefs very much. And beliefs aren't truths. Beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking. And we all have self-limiting beliefs, but we don't think of them as self-limiting beliefs. We think of them as facts. We think of them as truths. For example, you might think, I'm just bad with money. That is a belief. It's a self-limiting belief. It will be holding you back in a way. You might think, I'm just clumsy. Again, do you actually bump into things any more often than anybody else? I'm always got bruises on my legs, and I don't think of myself as clumsy. I just sometimes walk into things. But if you were told as a child, oh, you're so clumsy, you adopt that as a belief. So we all have beliefs that hold us back in some ways, but are those beliefs feeding into your overwhelm? They probably are. So when my kids were little, I used to have this belief that a good mum did things a certain way. So for example, Christmas, I was taught that a good mum will clean the house from top to bottom. Everything had to be spotless. The fridge pulled out, the cupboards cleaned, everything had to be absolutely spotless, to the extent that I would take a couple of days off work just to make sure all of the house was absolutely spotless, ready for Christmas. And I learned that by my mum. My mum taught me that, not because she said this is what a good mum does, but she role modelled that behaviour, and she'd got that from her mum. But the thing is, when that behaviour or that idea about what a good mum, a good wife does, the women who passed that down, they weren't working full-time jobs. They weren't commuting for an hour a day. They didn't have laptops or mobile phones that came home and were constantly pinging, and we thought, well, I'll just answer this email because if I don't answer, if I leave it till the morning, I've got more work to do in the morning. It was a different time, a different generation, different time. But we've adopted those beliefs. My mum still thinks, good wives clean the windows regularly. My windows, I can't remember the last time I washed my windows. There's more important things in my life now than clean windows, for example. So this going back to the Christmas and making sure that the house was absolutely spotless at Christmas, that just fed into my overwhelm at what already was a busy and stressful time of year. But I want you to have a think about how your beliefs are feeding into the overwhelm. Do you believe that if you're a good mum, you bake with the kids regularly, for example? That was a belief that a client of mine had. She was a lawyer. She worked long hours. She lived in London, so she had a long commute. She believed that a good mum bakes with the kids on the weekend. She also believed that a good mum took the kids to all sorts of different, dancing and judo and swimming and all sorts of different clubs. So she had these ideas that were just feeding into the overwhelm, to the extent that she was stressed out, she was shouting, she was frustrated, her and her husband were arguing because she was trying to live up to an unrealistic image of what a good mum and wife looks like. So where are your beliefs feeding into overwhelm? What have you been taught that isn't actually true? And if you're thinking to yourself, I need to do X or I should do Y, that's a good indication that it's a belief and not something you actually want to do or need to do or choose to do. Do you need to do it? Should you do it? Do you choose to do it? It's a choice. Do you want to do it? Do you choose to do it? Is that the best use of your time? When I was stressed out because I was trying to do all of this housework, when I was trying to juggle everything else that was going on at Christmas, my kids didn't care if I'd cleaned behind the fridge or if the cupboards were clean. They could not care less. My kids wanted a happy, unstressed mum, a mum that they could have fun with. They couldn't care less whether the house was clean. But I believed the house needed to be cleaned. I believed if my mum came round and noticed that there was dust on the TV or whatever, that I'd be judged as not a good mum. She probably didn't even notice. My mum probably didn't even notice. She was too busy making the fuss of the kids. Kids couldn't care less. There was only me noticed whether I could write my name in the dust or not. So where are your beliefs feeding into the overwhelm? What beliefs have you inherited from your from anybody in your family? We can inherit beliefs from anybody in the family. We can inherit beliefs from teachers, from school friends. So what beliefs feed into your overwhelm? Have a think about it. Bye.